Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm going to do a first impression gameplay video for Martial Heroes, free-to-play Oriental Fantasy MMORPG, published by Gamers Oxygen. Now I'll spend about 5-10 minutes running around, checking the game out, make some quick comments. If you guys want to play Martial Heroes or just learn more about it, check out our full review on MMOHut.com on the link on the right sidebar. Now there's only one server in the game right now, Pandora, so let's go ahead and play on there. Now, some quick history. This game used to be published by CR Space, the game's developer, but now Gamers Oxygen is publishing it in Europe. So it is located in Europe, but you won't really get much lag if you're playing from America, so don't worry about that. So we got our loading screen over here with my laggy mouse for some reason, at least on this loading screen. The game has 4 playable classes, which we'll see in a minute. It's an ancient Oriental 3D MMORPG. It's ancient. Alright, now we just logged in over here. I already have one character over there. I just made to change my graphics settings around a little bit. So let's click new character over here. Alright. Graphics on the character models aren't too bad. This is an old game though. We're talking at least 4 years old. I will name my character Remote and we'll see what classes we have. We have Warrior, Monk. Wow, that monk is fat. Weird. Alright, we got Mage and Assassin. So it looks like the classes are gender locked. So if you want to play an Assassin, you will be playing a female. I love how her booth is just going left and right. It doesn't happen when you just stand still. This is weird. So let's just go with... Wow, I'm gonna go with Monk, not Warrior. I like how each of them have different music themes, I guess. I'm gonna go with Warrior right now, though. I'm the Jonku Group Warrior. Awesome. So Remote is my name. We have 5 stats over here. Strength, Dex, VAT, Agi, and Int. I think it's VAT. It's weird. We'll see what that is when we get in the game. Vitality. Why is it VAT? It should be VIT. The game has some obvious issues. So let's pop our strength over here and we'll see what there is in the game. Okay. Log in. So wait, we do have a few face customization options which we missed. I don't know what happened over there. But as for character customization, the game only has like 4 or 5 different faces you can customize, and that's it. So you really won't see much in that department. Alright, looks like we're in the game's main city over here. And the game has a surprising amount of players over here. I actually played Gamers Oxygen other game, Hovo Run. It's the only other game they publish, and it had absolutely 0 people online. It's a racing MMO, but nobody plays it. So we do have a little bit of lag over here, but I'm going to try getting outside town so we can avoid that. So I'm surprised the game has a fair player base. It's an old game like this. I'm surprised people are still playing it. The game has mounts over here, as you can see. And the game's commerce is handled through the built-in shop system. You kind of just sit down and set up your booth. I do have a quest I can do over here. Quest 1 out of 6, but from my experience with these games, it's not even worth it. The experience rate in this game is pretty fast, so we shouldn't have trouble. We shouldn't have to do this for experience. Though, the questing in this game is the best way to get currency in the game. So if you're ever short of money, just do some quests. Alright, there's some black oxes outside town, which we're going to beat the crap out of. He looks like a zombie ox. He has some scars on him or something. Let's see our equipment real quick. So we start off, wow, with a very generous portion of equipment. I have 300 mana potions and 300 HP potions, as well as a boatload of skill books over here. But I'm gonna just fight this guy for now. So I'm level 1 right now. My experience meter is down here. I just got 80% experience for killing that ox. That's always good. And they dropped a whole bunch of stuff. How did ox drop a spear? That doesn't make sense. Wait, where was it carrying it? It doesn't make any. I guess he was carrying it inside of his skin. Who knows? So I guess killing 2 oxes levels me up. So experience rate is very fast. And every time you level up, the game just sort of throws up this help menu over here, which introduces more of the game's features for you. Like, I get this quest from Guard Bsock for killing 15 foxes, but again, these quests really aren't necessary because the experience rate is so fast. In fact, just the amount of time you spend trying to find the quest NPCs and going back and forth, you're better off just leveling up. So I'm already level 3, so experience is really fast. At least for the first few levels. It does slow down later on. The game's experience rate is fast, but the game's max level cap is also pretty high. We're talking level 160 plus. So I'm in Valley Village right now, killing some oxes. Let's go to that beach over there. Maybe we can find some harder monsters. And let's look at my inventory. Whoa, this is the area war occupying power. So it looks like, yeah, the game has a guild versus guild system where guilds can take control of different towns, and it has a territory-like system. We can see from my inventory, the game has a little bit of inspiration from Diablo 2, at least interface-wise. Now this reminds me of Show Online, Moo Online, and an older game called Legend of Ares, which NetGame used to publish, but now it's closed. So think of this as almost an upgraded MMO Online / Show Online. Well, I don't know about Show Online. Show Online was a little bit better in terms of graphics, but at least an upgraded MMO Online. So I'm beating up some Fox over here, and he just dropped some more stuff for me. This game is very much grind oriented though. There really aren't too many quests in the entire game. Actually, it even tells you how many quests there are in the game, so we'll just find out. The quest window over here. Alright, all quests. There's only 9 pages of quests in the entire game, and that's really disappointing. But I guess this was developed at a time where questing wasn't that important, and I guess people like grinding more, who knows. So the game has no customization, and only 4 playable classes, which is kind of lousy. But let me explore over here. Yeah, our skill window over here. So we have skills under Scimitar, Axe, Lance, and Common. So it looks like there are 3 different weapon types, as well as common skills. So in essence though, there are actually 12 archetypes. 4 classes, but 12 archetypes, because basically everyone's going to want to specialize in maybe 1 or 2 different weapons, although I recommend only 1. So let's see our skill window again. So you're better off learning skills in Scimitar rather than just learning a little bit of skills in Axe and Lance. So just pick one of these weapons and just go all out with it, because you have a fixed amount of skill points, and you don't have enough skill points to learn everything in the game. I like to tree in the way. So definitely pick one of the weapons and just go with it. So each of the classes actually has 3 different weapons they can use. So there's actually practically 12 playable classes, although the game only says 4 at the beginning. So in terms of variety, that's not too bad. Although there really aren't too many quests, well that too, but there really aren't too many skills for them. Let's go back in that window real quick. So we have, looks like there's 2 pages of skills for each weapon. And this looks really complicated, but it's not. I mean, the game does a lot to make itself look complex, but these are just different levels of each skill. Like this is the Scimitar level 1, then we got level 2 and so on. But yeah, let's cross this bridge and kill more foxes. Unlike most games, there's actually an open PvP system in Martial Heroes. Once you reach level 36, you can actually start PKing other people anywhere in the game. But of course, doing so, you'll be penalized with karma points. And once you reach too many of those points, you'll become a public enemy. And what that means is other players can attack you without risk, and NPCs won't deal with you. They won't sell anything to you or buy from you. But it's still interesting that the game has an open PvP system, because not a lot of games do that today, at least these days. The game also has a faction system. Once again, once you reach level 36, a lot of the game really opens up at level 36, so until then, you're going to have to kind of just deal with it and just grind it out. And much of the skills over here even, you can't really learn until level 5 at least, so you won't have any activated skills until level 5, but once you do that, you should be able to start customizing your character. And at level 36, the game's 2 factions are lawful and evil. Ooh. I don't know why they just didn't call it good and evil, but it's called lawful and evil. And depending on what faction you join, you actually have special skills for that faction, so it really adds to the game's customization. So we have a total of 12 playable classes, and each of those start to differentiate once they choose their faction. So it really does increase that 12 number to a little bit bigger as well. Let's loot these clubs. I find it weird that these monsters just drop like 4 different items. I mean, where could this fox pup be carrying this stuff? Pretty weird. Alright, level 6. I can now start vending. I do a few quests, like I said, they're just really not worth doing. Once you reach level 12, you'll have a job advancement quest. But this doesn't really advance your job, it just kind of gives you experience and a new weapon. So it's worth doing once you reach level 12 for the money you get for it, but I don't think it's really necessary. My weapons over there, not my weapons, my potions. Now, one of my big complaints with this game is the interface is quite terrible. And a lot of the shadows are usually unrealistic. It doesn't look too bad over here, but I was walking around one side of a building, and my shadow reflected on the roof. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. And the interface is pretty old, along with the graphics, but that's to be expected with a game like this. I'll even show you guys my map over here. Click this up over here, and it brings up my map. The game world is actually moderately sized, but it really doesn't take too long to walk around it. From here to all the way up here, it won't take me a few minutes to get there. So it kind of looks big over here, but it's not that big. Let's close that. Another complaint with the interface is once you're trying to find quest NPCs, it's really difficult. Because I'll show you my quests over here. Let's go to quest window. Alright, a lot of this text is just going over the allotted space. So if I want to talk to, I want to do this quest, let's say. This level 10 quest over here. I need to talk to Wang King in Plain Village. I have to look at his coordinates of minus 2,440, minus 3,328. I can't just click his name to go there. I have to look at my, I can't look at my map either. I have to literally close this thing, Write that number down and then start walking there by looking at my XY coordinates over here. And NPCs aren't marked on the map too well either, so you really can't use that to find them. So it's just a huge hassle to find NPCs in this game. Monsters especially. I mean, you'd imagine that when you get a quest, a kill quest, it would say like kill 5 foxes, and would point you in the right direction, but nope, it doesn't. So you have to kind of just walk out of town and look for the monsters yourself. I mean, it adds a little bit of difficulty to the game, but not the kind of difficulty I want. It doesn't make it more challenging. It just makes it more annoying. But guys, I am running out of time. If you guys want to learn more about martial heroes over here, just check out our full review on MMOHut.com on the link on the right sidebar. We can zoom in my character over here. Whoosh. Later, guys.